Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is A2B Monsters and we are back for some more Samurai Warriors 4 2. So right now we are on the second chapter or second battle of the Family Bonds campaign, and we're gonna fight the Odawara Joe as part of Toyotomi. Let's get this started.
兄上、そして姉上、改めてご結婚おめでとうございます。
ありがとう、雪村。だがまさか稲と結婚するとは思わなかった。
いいえ、稲はあの出会いの時から予感していました。この方とはもしかしたらと。
なんとならば、あの時の私はとんだ邪魔者でした。途中で割って入って面目ない。
いや、雪村が来てくれてよかった。あのままだったら討ち取られていたかもしれぬ。
お二人とも何を。
冗談だ。稲が来てくれて真田の家は明るくなった。
ええ、私も兄上も笑うことが多くなりました。
信行様、雪村。
さて、戦の前に長居をしてもお邪魔ですね。私はそろそろ失礼いたします。
雪村、私が結婚しようが真田は真田。いつでも帰ってくるがいい。
天下統一となったら皆でお祝いをしましょう。雪村、くれぐれも気をつけて。
はい、ありがとうございます。兄上たちもどうぞご油断なきよう。
信行らの活躍により徳川の大軍は真田領より撤退。家康は真田の強さを身をもって味わった。そこで家康は真田家と親交を結び、重臣本田忠勝の娘稲姫を信行に嫁がせる。一方、信長死後乱れていた天下は豊臣秀吉の手によって着々と平定されつつあった。秀吉は家康ら有力大名を従え、四国九州を制圧。残る対抗勢力は関東の北条のみとなる。天正18年、秀吉は北条討伐を決意。腹心石田三成を豊臣軍の総大将に据えた。諸大名を従えた三成は北条の小田原城を包囲する。包囲軍には信行や稲姫ら真田勢の姿もあった。三成は北条が降伏しないと見るや総攻撃を指示。物量に勝る豊臣軍は瞬く間に二の丸まで攻め込んだ。絆の将、小田原征伐。
Like the previous cinematics has talked about, this is when the time that Hideyoshi and Toshie are actually almost like gone from their regime, because I remember Toshie died of disease and shortly after Toyotomi actually died too. So it's already like, I guess, stacking up to what's upcoming in this whole like storyline is that eventually the whole Toyotomi kingdom would be in the hands of Mitsunari, and the schism between, I guess, Yukimura and his bro is gonna start right after this. And I kind of come to a realization that I'm probably gonna be not really impressed at what this game has to bring me, because obviously this has happened and it's also stacked up with the previous campaign that we went through. But all in all, I guess I'm too much of a fan to actually dislike it. It's just like, maybe I'm just playing a slightly spiced up game like this. But all in all, I still appreciate right now up to this point I can still play as Yukimura, because obviously in my previous playthrough, which is 10 minutes ago roughly, is that I don't have issues with using. Ooh, yes. So I have level 21. This is I think it's already in Chronicles 2 as well as the recent 3. I actually played 3 too, but I'm just not mentioning a lot because I haven't finished it. For some reason I just decided to slack off, and I didn't, and I still haven't bought I guess a possible recording device to show you guys a playthrough on it. So basically, I'm gonna go with obviously Yukimura because it's gonna save me all the struggling that I might have with the female characters. Like I said, I have no issues with female characters. I myself just like their designs. They're so cute, kawaii and stuff. But honestly, first of all, for YouTube playthroughs, second of all, for instant commentary playthrough, third of all, generally for people who are, well, not short-tempered, but just like things. Yeah, this music though. Totally a different music compared to the last one, but I just really like how much effort that Koei plays into their BGMs and stuff. That's why I always like purchase their CDs. I don't know if they have it on iTunes, but I'm the old school person. I order it off internet. So yeah, going back to female characters, I guess like most of them have their unique. Well, okay, just because they're female doesn't make them stop. It's just because when they're designing the female characters, they put a lot of effort in the looks as well as the unique class of weapons that they might wield. Say in Samurai Warriors, it's more, I guess, average and normal because they're either shinobis or weirdos like Afro Koshosho. I like her. It's just that she kind of doesn't belong here. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like going into a Qing Dynasty China game and you have a Michael Jackson look-alike standing there. Like, yeah, I guess there are foreigners in China already back then, but definitely not like Michael Jackson, right? That's what I'm trying to make a point of. And I'm not trying to offend anyone because obviously I'm just making an example, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, okay? We have our opinions and we have our way of, I guess, describing things. So basically the female characters, I guess, well, obviously, you know, Nohime and Joshua, I guess Dynasty Warriors actually have a similar class of weapons, except Nohime is similar to Junko. It's like a Wolverine blade, and Junko actually had like metallic threads attached to her claw thingamajiggle. Like, those are not comparatively weird, and they're kind of good to use too, but then for Junko you actually need maxed out attack range. And those are one of like few examples of normal class weapons. I guess like Dynasty Warriors have a cliche for having their pretty characters use instruments as weapons. Like Genji with her flute. I like that. I'm not saying that flute is not good. There are actually Chinese martial arts that use the metal flute, which could be used as an instrument as well as a weapon. So, fact for you guys, it actually exists. They don't just make shit up and just like, hey, go buy it because she has big titties. No. Like the flute is cool when you actually look at people play it, or like there's like trailer cinematics of it. But when you actually play it, especially if you want to like to play games when I'm playing alone, I would go for, hey, let's do the hardcore, hard and above difficulty. And using them would literally just give you a big middle finger and say, well, girl, how's about play in easy or normal difficulty? That's what I'm saying. Like, her attacks are, I guess, if you put it in like, class differences, as in those of Warriors Orochi, she belongs in either Wonder or Speed, which means that her output would be, I guess, ridiculously small, and well, basically she's gonna have a smaller attack range, and you would have to be really skilled at using her, or you have to be really dodgy when you attack because obviously people can still attack you when you're not swinging a weapon that touches them and injure them, right? So, and then the next character, also in the Wei Kingdom, is what's her face? The cute lady with a harp. Yeah, Taiwan G. Yeah, she had a harp. Come on. If the flute, like I guess the sound radius of the flute is already just cataclysmically tiny, and they introduce you with the next level of, I guess, really just mythical weapons, because aside from, I guess, sonar attack from the harp, they give you like little energy balls that you shoot out like Pokemon, and I'm like, I really like this character. I like it when she's my comrade or my enemy, but when I'm playing it, the enjoyment is not that good. That's all I have to say. I guess like Lian Shi is pretty good because she actually have a, like, I guess her own style of wielding a crossbow. It makes her feel like she's part of The Walking Dead, if you know what my reference is. Like, obviously, after like Empires, 8 Empires, she actually had a, I guess more like a Soul Calibur, like Valdo type of hatchet, yeah. So that actually spiced her up a bit. That's a not so, I guess, unique weapon. I'm not saying that I have a thing against unique weapons, but at least like it makes the already fragile characters easier to use. And then most of them use weapons that the guy's character tend to not use, which give them specialty, because there are a lot of sword welders, saber welders, like pole axe welders, so yeah, this makes them unique. Now, of course, when I come back to here to save my comrades, it has to be like, it has to be the fire. It has to be the shinobi coming in and being all badass and stuff, because this is the second time we're doing this. Let's hope the third campaign, which I'll be playing tomorrow, will not be letting me go. So going back to the whole game is that basically, Dynasty Warriors, Ieyasu uses a poleaxe, one of those like, I guess scythe-like poleaxe, which is, oh, I missed it, damn it. Oh, I missed it again, but actually broke his guard, which is good. So yeah, I'm protecting Daddy-O in case you don't know who the Sanada beside me is. Basically, going back to what I was saying, Ieyasu uses a scythe-like poleaxe, and Sun Shanshan used donut blades, which is pretty practical, like waving that big thing, but yeah. It's a little bit comical, but still, at least it's reasonable compared to, I guess, some of those ridiculous weapons, like using a silky scarf and whip you in the face. Like, that's gonna hurt. Well, obviously, video game logic doesn't work if you have to question every single different decisions made in character design and stuff. But I'm just saying, all in all, I just have difficulties using them and enjoy the playthrough when I'm using these characters. And the fan of Gacha Chao Chao, it's actually an existing weapon. There is a, I guess, a strain of martial arts class in China called Ueda class of fighting skills. They actually use the iron, well, it doesn't have to be iron, steel fan as one of their like mainstream fighting skills, which totally made like Mitsunari and Will's like metal fan as a weapon totally legit. And other girls, I guess, Paul Sanyang, her yo-yo, well, as absurd as you think it might look like, because the DLC purchasable content for the particular yo-yo weapon is actually a hamburger, because it really does look like one, isn't it? That weapon actually existed. It's not a shinobi weapon, it's more like one of those Qing Dynasty weapons that was infamous for, I guess, decapitating as well as just causing massive damage to the human body. I think if I had remembered incorrectly, in Chinese it's called fiece. It's like a myth, not really a physical like leftover of this particular weapon existed in, well, I guess it might have one or two. Not a definitive version of this weapon existing in Chinese, I guess, weaponry museums or history, but definitely it has made I guess like a popularity or notoriety. I can't even speak English because I'm so sleepy. In, I guess, Chinese style hero stories and movies, of course. Like, that yo-yo actually does exist, but obviously it's not the type that you see, ah, she's so cute playing with a yo-yo. No. That one in real life, according to its myths, literally, if that yo-yo hits you and just slashes you, you could be cut into half. And most of the time they used to decapitate because the outgoing blaze would literally just like chop the head clean off like Sunday. So yeah, another piece of information for you. And obviously, I guess in the Shu Kingdom, Xingcai, her weapon is basically, I guess, just a shield with, I guess, a pitchfork, like handheld version of a pitchfork, short enough to actually be held by a lady, beautiful lady, in my opinion. And going to the Shin, like, we already talked about Janshana, so we're gonna skip that. We're gonna talk about, I guess, darts. Darts as a weapon. It's not uncommon, definitely no, because come on, that's where shurikens come in, man. It's just the Chinese version of shuriken. I don't even know. It's just like ninja Chinese, so nothing much to complain about that. But Churong's comically weird, I guess, boomerang thingamajiggy. Honestly, there are a lot of ancient Chinese tribes, just like it is the Javanese or whatever ancient people, they use boomerangs to hunt. But comically large as that is kind of impossible, unless we have like Yeti-sized human before, which I highly doubt. But comical size that big and Churro wielded with one hand is also video game logic. Just don't put too much consideration into it, or else you'll get confused or just go meh like I do. And well, okay, so people are like, so sexiest girl in Dynasty Warriors. What about, like, freaking Del Chan? Well, obviously, it's a whip. Except it's a metallic whip. What's so special about a metallic whip? Except for a fancier version of SM. Maybe that's what it's aiming for. I might be missing out on few, I guess, female characters that I'm not really remembering. But all in all, my point is, female characters, like, not all of them are technically easy to use if you're actually in a higher difficulties in the very beginning, because obviously, first of all, they have high attack speed. Like, the frequency of attack is good, but like the attack output is sometimes very frustrating because you have frail defense and lower hit points. Had you been struggling to take out one officer or I guess general, just small runs and stuff, you're in like a lot of pain, a lot of ouchies, because either you have to replay the game again because you've died obviously, or you basically just have a tough time playing because you have to run around, get buns in Dynasty Warriors, and here get some like onigiris, right? But obviously I'm just saying this probably because I suck at using them, or it's just because my little overly egoistic opinion about it make myself deterred from playing female characters or giving them justice. Well, every person have their unique skill set. Let's just say that. Not like it's gonna be something that's really just gonna destroy my YouTube career or just make people hate me for being a loser that can't play female characters. Because I'm pretty sure somewhere out there, many of you beautiful, handsome, awesome, skilled male game players or fans of like Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors are very good at playing the female characters. Maybe it's just because I'm a female, I'm better at playing the male characters, or maybe it's just because there's way more male characters than female to begin with, so there's really not much I can say about that, right? But on and on, I guess, yeah, like, back to Samurai Warriors, because we happened to come across Hayakawa Dono. I don't remember her name, man. Honestly speaking, I am not that bad at Japanese. It's just that I suck at remembering names, especially these names from ancient Japan. They have, like, I guess, a older version of pronunciation to their names, and I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to switch into Yukimura, obviously. I messed it up. Yeah, the only reason I'm switching into him because I realized the person who picked up the weapon gets the new weapon, so I don't want Yukimura to have shit weapon when Bro gets the better weapon. So yeah, like Hayagawa, I don't know what's her face. Like she had a, I don't even know. Is she like a spin-off of Gocha? Like, Gocha is already one of those unique guy characters who actually uses a weird weapon. Like he has, not poker stick, but like billiard sticks, and he poked billiard ball size of a tennis, no not tennis ball, a volleyball to attack people. So he's already pretty in his way, and a lot of people like him because he looks cute, and yes he does. And all in all, his like, well I guess like attack is hard to control because you actually have to shoot projectiles, but if you master it, he's pretty like disruptive. He's not a big hitter, but he's disruptive as in he actually fired a lot of attacks in, like, I guess a short time. I was just wondering, did I finish the final mission? And I have a bad feeling I did not. Yup. Definitely not. Damn it. Oh god. Why? I'm not paying attention to the missions. I'm just too busy talking. Commentating. Ruining my playthrough. JK. It's not a big deal. I can always go back later off screen. So yeah, I guess Hayagawa Dono's little cricket thingamajo shooting small, way too small projectiles is just hard to play. Come on, you gotta agree with me, right? Because her ice little snowballs is not really cut to the like chase like Gocha's big like volleyball. I'm not saying volleyballs are more painful than being shot by ice shards. I'm just saying that her attacks are really hard to control.
Nobuyuki, 豊臣の世はいずれ崩壊する。三成の小田原攻めを見て確信した。何十万の兵を動員し敵を屈服させる。さような芸当秀吉殿にしかできぬ。そして秀吉殿には未だ確たる世継ぎがおられぬ。秀吉殿の考えを理解できる者もそばにおらぬ。
しかし秀吉様には子飼いもおります。またご養子なれど秀次様もおわしますれば。
秀次殿や子飼いがまとまっておるのも秀吉殿、利家殿あればこそ。お二人なくばわしの目指す太平は一代限りのものではない。治めぬ者が変わろうと何代も続かねばならぬ。そんな世のためならばわしは悪人にでも狸にでもなろう。信行、お主にその覚悟はあろうか。わしが立たば豊臣と敵対することになる。豊臣に親しき幸村はわしにつくと思うか。幸村という男のことはお主が一番知っていよう。無理強いはせぬ。兄弟揃ってわしと戦っても構わぬ。だが稲の婿とて容赦はせぬぞ。わしはわしの代で最後にしたいのだ。親兄弟が争い殺し合う乱世を。
家康様、私も覚悟を決めました。もし徳川と豊臣が争うことになれば私は徳川につき幸村と戦います。
仲良き兄弟を相争わせようとはわしも悪人よ。恨んでくれて構わぬぞ信行。
Well, you all know where this is gonna be heading to, right? Just like the Sanada chapter in 4, the next battle would be not protecting our Sanada city, but we're gonna go and fight against our own little brother. Obviously, next one I have to play with Ina and just watch me burn down in hell because I spoke badly of her. But man, thank you for watching!